All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Sarabjit Kaur and with me is VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to release 12th installment of Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi today to also inaugurate PM Kisan Samman Sammelan in New Delhi. Distribution of Ayushman cards to begin today in Gujarat. Centre will amend patent law to make it simple, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. CBI to question Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with Excise Policy scam today. Voting to elect a new Congress president to take place today. Fifth Assembly of International Solar Alliance to begin today in New Delhi under India's presidentship. And in football, India to take on Brazil in their final Group A game of FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Bhubaneswar this evening. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the PM Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 at Indian Agricultural Research Institute in New Delhi today. More than 13,000 farmers from across the country and around 1,500 agri-startups will participate in the conference. More than 1 crore farmers from various institutions are also expected to attend the event virtually. The conference will also witness participation of researchers, policy makers and other stakeholders. Mr. Modi will also release the 12th installment amount of 16,000 crore rupees under the Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi through direct benefit transfer. Under the scheme, eligible farmer families are provided a benefit of 6,000 rupees per year in 3 equal installments of 2,000 rupees each. More details from our correspondent.
During the event, Prime Minister will inaugurate 600 Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Kendras of Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. Under it, the fertilizer retail shops in the country will be converted into Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Kendras in a phased manner. The Kendras will cater to a wide variety of needs of the farmers and provide agri-inputs, testing facilities for soil, seeds, fertilizers and generate awareness among farmers. More than 330,000 retail fertilizer shops are planned to be converted into Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Kendras. During the event, Prime Minister will also launch Mantri Jan Urvarak Pariyojana, One Nation, One Fertilizer. Under the scheme, Bharat Urea bags will be launched, which will help companies market fertilizers under the single brand name Bharat. With Dipendra Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will kickstart the distribution of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Mukhyamantri Amritam PMJAY MA Ayushman cards in Gujarat today through video conferencing. 50 lakh coloured printed Ayushman cards will be distributed to all the beneficiaries across Gujarat at their doorstep. As the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Modi had started the Mukhyamantri Amantram scheme in 2012 to protect poor citizens from the catastrophic costs of medical treatment and illness. In 2014, the scheme was extended to cover those families who are having an annual income limit of 4 lakh rupees. Later, the scheme was extended to several other groups as well and was rebranded as Mukhyamantri Amritam Vatsalya MAV Yojana. Drawing from the experience of the success of the scheme, in 2018, the Prime Minister had launched the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, providing coverage of up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said that the centre will amend the patent law to make it simple. He invited suggestions from all stakeholders so that the new law could be made simpler and better. While interacting with students and innovators during his visit to IIT Madras Research Park, Mr. Goyal said the entire process of getting a patent will be made online.
We are already in the process of redrafting the law, and if you have any suggestions, send it ASAP, because we are finalizing our changes as we speak. So anybody has any suggestions where the law is a detriment or is creating any problems, please send that in to us in the next 72 or 96 hours, let's say. 4 days, that should be enough.
He said India offers the unbeatable combination of talent, scale and skill to the world. Talking about India's immense innovation potential, Mr. Goyal said the world will also want to engage with sustainability and newer technologies at an affordable price, and they will look towards India for it because of our innovation and talent pool. Sustainability, energy efficiency, electric mobility coupled with India's manufacturing skills, every innovation and technology developed here has a huge market, he added. Mr. Goyal said India offers a huge market of over 1 billion people who are now connected to the whole world through television and smartphones. India offers the largest aspirational population, he added. The minister said the countries across the globe are today wooing India and is attracted to us for the talent pool and skill set that India offers. Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) will question Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia today in connection with the Delhi Excise Policy scam. The Aam Aadmi Party AAP leader will appear before the CBI at its headquarters in New Delhi at 11 a.m. The probe agency has summoned Mr. Sisodia in alleged corruption in the formulation and implementation of the excise policy for the national capital. Earlier, CBI conducted raids at multiple locations, including Mr. Sisodia's residence, as part of its probe into the scam. The CBI has already questioned a number of people in this connection, including Indo Spirits owner Samir Mahendru, Buddy Retail Private Limited Director Amit Arora, and India Ahead News Managing Director Muta Gautam. The CBI has already arrested AAP leader Vijay Nair in connection with the scam. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena had recommended a CBI investigation into the alleged irregularities in the formulation and execution of the Delhi Excise Policy 2021-22, which was implemented on November 17, 2021. However, it was withdrawn by the Delhi government in July 2022.
Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region Delhi and adjoining areas has reiterated to all implementing agencies of the central and state governments to strictly implement actions under Stage 1 of the Graded Response Action Plan GRAP in view of the Air Quality Index. GRAP is a set of emergency measures taken to reduce air pollution. The Commission has also urged citizens to cooperate in adherence to the Citizen Charter of the respective stages and assist in effective implementation of the GRAP measures to improve the overall air quality in the region. As the air quality has reached the poor category again, actions under Stage 1 of the GRAP need to be intensified by all concerned. The Commission is reviewing measures undertaken towards abatement of air pollution and also closely monitoring air quality parameters in NCR. In a bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak, we will bring you a discussion on health issues of air pollution and precautionary measures with Dr. Neeraj Gupta, HOD of Pulmonary Medicine, Safdarjung Hospital at 9:30 tonight. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on issues related to air pollution from 9:30 p.m. onwards on telephone numbers 011-2342-1764. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies. The program will also be available on our website newsonair.nic.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated to the nation's 75 digital banking units, DBUs, across 75 districts in the country through video conferencing yesterday. The DBUs have been set up with an objective to ensure that benefits of digital banking reach every nook and corner of the country. It will provide a variety of digital banking facilities to people. These are opening of savings account, balance check, passbook, transfer of funds, investment in fixed deposits, loan applications, credit and debit card applications, paying taxes and bills. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said digital banking units will empower digital services and provide a robust digital banking infrastructure for the country. He said this will improve banking and financial management, promote transparency and also promote financial inclusion. Mr. Modi said this is another significant step in the ongoing campaign to simplify lives of common people.
हमारा संकल्प है व्यवस्थाओं में सुधार का, पारदर्शिता लाने का, आखिरी पंक्ति में खड़े व्यक्ति तक पहुंचने का। जब हमने जनधन अकाउंट की मुहिम शुरू की, मेरा देश का सामान्य से सामान्य नागरिक अनुभव कर रहा है। और बैंक खातों की वजह से हमने गरीबों को बहुत कम प्रीमियम पर बीमा की सुविधा दी। बैंक खातों की ताकत से जुड़ने के बाद गरीबों को बिना गारंटी लोन मिलने का रास्ता खुल गया। बैंक अकाउंट होने की वजह से गरीब लाभार्थियों तक सब्सिडी का पैसा सीधे उनके खाते में पहुंचा।
Mr. Modi said the economy of a country is dependent on the robustness of its banking system. He said New India's economy has become consistent due to this robustness. The Prime Minister said digital banking units will give rise to new innovations. He said New India has moved further with a great pace towards digital currency, and through digital transactions, the country's economy has benefited immensely. In Telangana, 25 lakh crore rupees have been distributed so far to beneficiaries under various welfare schemes and subsidies through Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana bank accounts. Union Tourism Minister G. Kishan Reddy informed this in Jangaon after participating in the dedication of 75 digital banking units to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Terming it an achievement, the minister said half of the 50 crore Jan Dhan accounts belong to women. He said so far the government has distributed 25 lakh crore rupees on welfare schemes to the poor through Jan Dhan accounts. The minister further said that there is 1.75 lakh crore rupees in the Jan Dhan bank accounts deposited by the poor. The minister further said that as many as 4 crore fake ration cards were cancelled after the implementation of the Direct Benefit Transfer DBT and the same number of false LPG cylinder accounts.
Union Minister of State for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan, has said that the ministry has taken several steps to improve fish production, export and infrastructure development in the last 8 years. Speaking at the valedictory of Inland Fisheries Summit in Bengaluru, he said India stands third in the world in terms of fish production. Making specific reference to Karnataka, the Union Minister said that 734.77 crore rupees were allocated to the state under the flagship scheme of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana from 2020 to 2021 till date for the development of infrastructure facilities.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to release 12th installment of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi today. To also inaugurate PM Kisan Samman Sammelan in New Delhi. Distribution of Ayushman cards to begin today in Gujarat. Centre will amend patent law to make it simple, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. CBI to question Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with the Excise Policy scam today. Voting to elect a new Congress President to take place today. 5th Assembly of International Solar Alliance to begin today in New Delhi under India's presidentship. And in football, India to take on Brazil in their final Group A game of FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Bhubaneswar this evening. For quick news updates on the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
I am India. Look at me. Know my name.
We're one of the most mega diverse countries on this planet.
Our weddings, our fashion statements, they're all inspired by our silver screen heroes and heroines.
A 75 years young India.
What we are really going to see India become is a powerhouse.
India 2.0.
The Journey of India from 14th October every Friday at 7 p.m. in Hindi and 10 p.m. in English on DD National.
जब जुड़े लोग से लोग वोट से वोट बने तब लोकतंत्र का सिस्टम जब जुड़े लोग से लोग वोट से वोट बने तब लोकतंत्र का सिस्टम मतदाता जुड़ते जाए बने तब ऐसा नया कनेक्शन मतदाता जुड़ते जाए बने तब ऐसा नया कनेक्शन मतदाता जंक्शन मतदाता जंक्शन मतदाता जंक्शन मतदाता जंक्शन
Welcome back to the morning news. Polling for election of a new Congress president will be held today. Voting will take place between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Party leaders Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor are in the fray for the top Congress post. Electors in the Congress presidential polls have been asked to put a tick mark against the name of their choice on the ballot paper. The counting of votes will be taken up on Wednesday and the results will be declared the same day. The Fifth Assembly of International Solar Alliance, ISA, will begin today in New Delhi under India's presidentship. Participants from 109 countries will be sharing their experiences towards a low-carbon economy through promotion of solar energy at the 4-day event. The Assembly is the apex decision-making body of International Solar Alliance to take decisions concerning the implementation of the ISA's framework agreement. The Assembly meets annually at the ministerial level at the ISA's seat. Talking to AIR, ISA Director General Ajay Mathur outlined the priorities and focus areas of the global meet. He said one of the key focus area of the meet is streamlining the solar sector investments into the countries where investments are not flowing at present. He said the Assembly will also deliberate on to create a risk mitigation facility for solar projects with payment guarantee mechanism.
We will take forward a proposal to create risk management facility, which will comprise of a payment guarantee mechanism, which means that if the country is unable to pay, this would be the payer of last resort. This would hopefully create the confidence for the private sector investors around the world to invest in solar in those countries where the payment guarantee mechanism has been done. The second big thing that we want to do at this assembly is what we call as the solar exchange. This is a way to create entrepreneurs, particularly in Africa, but then in other countries as well.
Dr. Ajay Mathur spoke about the ramifications of One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. He also highlighted India's leadership role in the ISA.
Through the International Solar Alliance, we move to other countries. We have over 60 gigawatts of solar energy in the country. As little as 2012 or 2013, it was zero. So we went from 0 to 60 in 10 years. How did we do it? So first is the institutional models, the openness, the transparency, competitive bidding, the power purchase agreements that the developers that were already done between the places where we wanted the plants and potential users. All of these kinds of things help in development. The second thing is that there is also therefore a huge amount of experience amongst players which can be moved to other countries.
India is hosting the 90th General Assembly of the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, from 18th to 21st of this month in New Delhi. The General Assembly is Interpol's supreme governing body, comprising representatives from each of the 195 member countries. It meets once in a year. India is one of the oldest members of the Interpol and joined the organization in 1949. All member countries of Interpol have agreed to ensure and promote the widest possible assistance between all criminal police authorities in the prevention and suppression of ordinary law crimes. The role of Interpol is to enable police around the world to work together to make the world a safer place. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashwani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Smart Cities Mission.
The objective of the Smart Cities mission is to promote cities that provide core infrastructure and give a decent quality of life, clean and sustainable environment to their citizens through application of smart solutions. Launching the mission on 25th of June in 2015, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said it will be an important milestone for urban development in the country.
शहर कैसा बढ़ेगा, कब जाएगा कहां, किस रास्ते आगे बढ़ेगा, वेस्ट में बढ़ेगा कि ईस्ट में बढ़ेगा, समाज के छोटे से छोटे व्यक्ति के लिए भी उसमें क्या जगह होगी, ये प्लान जब तक शहर का नेतृत्व दीर्घदृष्टि के साथ नहीं करता है, ये स्थिति बनी रहेगी. हम इस अमृत योजना के माध्यम से ये एक बदलाव चाहते हैं। शहर खुद अपना सोचने लगे, शहर अपनी योजनाएं बनाने लगे और कहां जाना, कैसे जाना, उसका फैसला शहर करे।
A total of 100 smart cities were selected under Smart Cities Mission through 4 rounds of competition from January 2016 to June 2018. The focus is on sustainable and inclusive development, and the idea is to look at compact areas, create replicable models which will act as lighthouses for other areas in the same city or other aspiring cities. The Smart City proposal of each city has been prepared through extensive citizen engagement. Since the needs and aspirations of citizens in different cities are different, the priorities and projects contained in the proposals vary from city to city. Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Puri says that an Atmanirbhar India will only be possible if the cities become productive. He said that India's cities, enabled by citizen-centric infrastructure and transformational technology, will be the key to achieving the nation's development objectives.
We have 4,041 cities in India. The idea is to get these 100 well and running with smart solutions, which is a huge business opportunity. We're talking about, $30 billion in the first instance. But each smart city will have a lighthouse effect. From there you will go, the other cities will want to do this, and there's a series of urban challenges which we are in the process of addressing, and I have absolutely no doubt we'll get this one right. I think we're on the cusp of the 4th Industrial Revolution. The 4th Industrial Revolution is all about urban services, and again, I have no doubt that it will be win-win for India.
There has been a considerable progress in implementation of projects under the Smart Cities Mission since its inception. The period of implementation of Smart Cities Mission has been extended up to June 2023 due to COVID pandemic. All smart cities are expected to complete their projects within the stipulated time. Projects developed under the Smart Cities Mission are multi-sectoral and mirror the aspirations of the local population. Smart cities have developed and operationalized their integrated command and control centers, ICCCs, in the country. These operational ICCCs functioned as war rooms for COVID management and, along with other smart infrastructure developed under the mission, helped cities in fighting the pandemic through information dissemination, improving communication, predictive analysis, and supporting effective management.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has inaugurated India's first aluminium freight rake at Bhubaneswar railway station in Odisha yesterday. The indigenously built rake will reduce carbon footprint due to lower consumption of fuel. Speaking on the occasion, the minister said a single rake can reduce 14,500 tons of carbon dioxide emissions during its lifetime. More details from our correspondent.
Union Minister Mr. Vaishnaw has said that high-speed 5G internet service will be rolled out in a few cities of Odisha by March 2023. The Union Minister said in the first phase of rollout, 200 cities of India will be connected with the 5G network. In this phase, all big cities of Odisha will also receive a 5G network by the end of March 2023. By the end of 2023, under phase 2, around 80% of the state will be covered under the high-speed internet service. He said all the big cities will be covered in phase 1 and the service will be subsequently extended to semi-urban areas and then rural areas. Girish Chandradas, AIR News, Bhubaneswar.
Karnataka Chief Minister Banswaraj Bommai has announced a solatium of 2 lakh rupees to the families of 9 persons who died in a ghastly road accident near Arsikere in Hassan district yesterday. Talking to reporters at Ambigram helipad in KR-Pet Taluk, the Chief Minister said the dead bodies have been handed over to the families after the post-mortem. 9 persons, including 4 children and 4 women, were killed on the spot after a head-on collision between a government bus and a tempo traveller near Challuvanahalli under Banwara police limits.
In football, hosts India will face Brazil in their final Group A game of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar today. The match will start at 8 p.m. Indian time. Hosts India are already out of the World Cup, having lost their first 2 Group League encounters against the United States 0-8 and Morocco 0-3. Presently, it is a 3-way battle in Group A. Both Brazil and USA are locked at 3 points each, with the latter taking the top spot due to better goal difference. Morocco are third with 3 points. All 3 teams have played 2 games each so far. If Brazil and USA win their respective matches, both teams will advance. Morocco need a win to qualify for the next stage, while a draw would be enough for USA to enter the last 8. The Ladakh administration has extended support to young cricket sensation Maksuma from Kaksar, Kargil, and her cricket talent and aspirations. Recently, a video of Maksuma, a 6th standard student of Kaksar High School in Kargil, has gone viral on social media platforms. In the said video, she speaks about her passion for cricket and acknowledges the support and training that she receives from her father at home and teachers at the school. Maksuma aspires to be a cricketer like former India captain Virat Kohli. The video has caught attention of many people, including several international cricketers from around the world, who have appreciated her cricket skill and attitude.
And now let's have a look at the weather across the country today. The national capital Delhi will have mainly clear sky. The temperatures will hover between 19 and 32 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is likely to have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Kolkata will have mainly clear sky. Chennai, the minimum temperature was 25 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 33 degrees. Jammu, Srinagar and Muzaffarabad will have mainly clear sky. The temperatures in Jammu will hover between 18 and 32 degrees Celsius. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was 6 degrees and the maximum will be around 26 degrees. Temperatures in Muzaffarabad hover between 13 degrees and around 31 degrees. Leh and Gilgit will have generally cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Hyderabad, the skies will be generally cloudy with light rain. Minimum temperature was 21 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be around 31 degrees. Bengaluru and Thiruvananthapuram will have a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And Thiruvananthapuram, the temperatures will hover between 24 and 32 degrees Celsius. In the northeast, Guwahati will have partly cloudy sky with haze. Agartala may have partly cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder lightning.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Digital banking is furthering financial inclusion. Banks now at doors of poor. This headline gets front page space in the Indian Express. The Asian Age states digital banking to ease life for all citizens, PM. The Asian Age, quoting the finance minister, writes, coal will be back in India and the West. Gas unaffordable. Marking a revolution in education in India, Shah unveils first Hindi books for MBBS students, reports the Times of India. With worsening air quality across North India, Punjab, Haryana, UP record highest farm fires this season, states the Hindustan Times. And finally, reiterating that age is just a number, senior citizens dance as they participate in the Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon 2022 at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi on Sunday, writes the Asian Age.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to release 12th installment of Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi today to also inaugurate PM Kisan Samman Sammelan in New Delhi. Distribution of Ayushman cards to begin today in Gujarat. Centre will amend patent law to make it simple, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. CBI to question Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with Excise Policy scam today. Voting to elect a new Congress president to take place today. 5th Assembly of International Solar Alliance to begin today in New Delhi under India's presidentship. And in football, India to take on Brazil in their final Group A game of FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Bhubaneswar this evening. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.